Hey YouTube, this is David Garcia from DMG Gaming Adventures, and we are taking our first look at NBA 2K19's The Prelude. Now, this launched last night or this morning at midnight. Basically, what this is going to be the first chapter of the MyPlayer mode for the new NBA 2K19, which is coming out in a couple of weeks. This is just kind of give you a preview to what it is, and also gives you an opportunity to start leveling up your player a couple of weeks early. So this is the first time I've launched it. I set it last night to download. It depending on your download speed, it'll be a pretty long and pretty lengthy download. It's about 7 to 8 gigabytes of data. But let's take a look at it. Let's see what's in here. We'll work our way around. So the information just is basically just advertisements to basically ask you to take a look at it and to basically pre-order. Then you have the 2KU, which is 2KU is basically their tutorial system. So you go in, it'll give you a tutorial of the different controls and different styles that you can play, how to shoot, how to defend, how to do the different special signature moves. So we'll take a look at this first, and then we'll go into the actual story mode to check it out. So I'm starting off with this mode as opposed to the story mode, just to basically take a look at the gameplay at first before I go into the my player mode, because I'm sure it's going to take a few minutes to create a player. Like I said, this is the first time I've loaded it up. Set it down last night. It took pretty much all night, and finally getting a chance to look at it today for the first time. One of the things I want to see if I can change is see if there's a way to change the camera mode, because I don't like that side view. Where's the 2K camera? I'm an avid 2K player, so I kind of have my settings that I like for this game. Yes, that's a little bit better. I can finally see what I'm doing. That was a blown coverage there by somebody. All right, so I'm gonna be getting out of this in just a moment. I just wanted to get into it to see the gameplay, to see how the graphics looked. I'll be going into the actual story mode in just a moment. I'm just gonna play a few more moments of this just to kind of get my bearings back with the games, that I haven't played 2K in a couple of months. Oh, well, at least the Splash Brothers can still make three-pointers. See, I'm not quite sure why has switched. It has switched Steph Curry to guarding Tristan Thompson. I don't know if that's. I know that the Golden State Warriors like to hide Curry in terms on defense, but I'm not quite sure why he's basically being sent to cover the center, like, unless it's just that they feel that he's the least likely to be an offensive threat. So that's how they're protecting him, is by throwing him onto the center. Oh, I got fouled. Alright, so let's get out of this. Looks like pretty much, if you've played 2K before, it's pretty much the same gameplay, same settings, same controls. So let's take a look at the actual, take a look at this. This is the real reason for the release last night, to play this mode, the Prelude, which is basically I'll start here and work my way. Jesus Christ. So I basically just created a pretty generic, pretty quick just basically create. I'm just basically creating a quick generic MyPlayer. I'm trying to just get through this as quickly as possible. Once the actual full game comes out, I'll probably redo my character into something that's more to my liking. But at least this will be enough to get me started. So that's pretty much what I'm doing at this point. Well, I earned a trophy for making the pass. I'm not quite sure what else I would have been able to do there because I was prompted almost like a quick time event to pass the ball. So this is I guess this is the actual screen that you get. Let's see if I can make sure I got everything set for where I want when I get ready to play the next. Might as well set my. Let's see, camera mode. Since I'm playing just against a computer, I'll put the full plays on. So I guess there's really not much to do in terms of the creation and the MyPlayer experience as of yet. You know, I know that they have the MyPark that you was returning from last year, but I don't think that's available yet in this prelude. I think it's just kind of an idea to get the story rolling, so you can kind of understand what the story mode's going to be. So let's just try next game and see what we get here. For those of you that are just watching this now, this is basically the NBA 2K19 Prelude. It's launched on August 31st, Friday at midnight. It is Friday. It's about 10:45 in the morning, but this launched on midnight. I said it's about a 7 to 8 gigabyte download, so just be ready to sit tight and wait. So this is some of the new. This is one of the new features in 2K19. It's their NBA 2K Takeover. As you can see it there on the screen, basically it's you fill the meter and activate takeover for boosted attributes and all new content. Once you have over 50% teammate chemistry, unlock teammate or team takeover, excuse me, and enhance your entire squad. Be careful, one bad shot or turnover will reset the whole meter. So that seems pretty unforgiving there. If you make one bad shot or a turnover, you lose the entire meter. But I guess if this takeover ability is as overpowering as it's led to believe, then that would make sense that you would really have to be playing a perfect game and almost getting into one of those LeBron or Russell Westbrook or James Harden or Steph Curry type modes where you just take over a game. So this part is pretty much the same. You still have you, you still have the view from the bench as you wait to get subbed in. I'm gonna make sure the camera mode is what I want it to be. It's not. So there we go. That's what I want it to be. Yeah, I'm an avid 2K player. I know what modes or what camera settings I like. It's that MyPlayer camera mode where it's kind of zoomed in. For me, it's kind of disorienting. But at least this will give me a chance to compete when I get into the game. So less than 2 minutes left in the first quarter, I finally sub in. So I will be playing. Go ahead, get to it, get to it. Well, I tried to get the and one, but I at least drew the foul. I'll be going to the free throw line. And I split the free throws. So they're trying to give you the full effect here with the Chinese commentary and everything. Come on. There we go. Oh, come on. So apparently now I'm being moved to shooting guard, according to the substitutions here. That's the one thing I don't like about the MyPlayer mode is how the coach will just move you from the position that you pick at its own leisure. I guess it makes sense, being that you're not in charge, but it's still somewhat. There you go. So I tried to take that into the lane to try to draw a foul. Referee didn't give it to me, but that was the whole reason why I challenged the last man back. I will say this so far. I mean, it may just be due to the ratings of my player being very low, but so far the screens for the pick and rolls in this game are a lot stronger than last year's version. And there again is what I was referring to in terms of the pick and rolls. Again, I don't know if this is due to my player probably being rated very low, or if the screens are just that much more effective in 2K19. But I'm getting caught up on pretty much every screen that is being put by the computer up to this point. Well, I've got 5 points and I'm a +9 when I'm in the game, so I hope that amounts or accounts for something. We'll see. And apparently I'm starting the third quarter of the game. Oh, come on. I had that. I will say that the computer's a lot more aggressive this year in terms of trying to keep you off your spots. So you'll definitely have to work on your player getting stronger and being able to push through, because they will be bumping you and scrapping with you as you try to get to your spots to set up plays. So we're at the end of the third quarter, playing the first game of the new career mode. And 1. So just under 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter here. This is the first game of the NBA 2K19, the Prelude. Basically, you're in China. You didn't get drafted, and you're playing in the Chinese league, and it's fully authentic, including Chinese commentary and all. But so far, a lot of the same requirements remain the same as far as you'll have objectives that you have to accomplish. You have your team rating, your individual rating that you have to accomplish, and basically, I guess you're trying to work your way back to the NBA. I don't know how long this Prelude is. It's supposed to be the first chapter, but I don't know how long a chapter is. If it's just one game or if it's several games, we'll find out together. This is the first time I'm powering it up, so just enjoy. Oh, that was definitely on me. And I got very lucky on that one because I left my man way too early on that one. So from the looks of it, a lot of this remains the same from last year, where you'll build up different categories based on the way you actually play. There's actually, so far I haven't seen a way to get to any of the trainings that you can do during the My Park or the open world that we had from last year. I'm guessing that'll be kept until the actual launch of the game. Not bad for a first game. Got quite a few points and got some currency now, so I can upgrade my player a little bit. So apparently we have the Avengers are in this game as well. I got Falcon. I'm talking to Falcon. Yeah, I'm gonna make a series of it. Obviously, the real game doesn't launch till next week, but I'll be streaming on it regularly. I play NBA 2K throughout the entire year, so I'll definitely start streaming it. So now this is back. This is the screen that they actually have for this Prelude. Like I said, I don't think I'm guessing that this is basically, yeah. I'll subscribe back once I'm onto the YouTube channel, Dwayne Star. I'm guessing that this is their generic screening that they have for the actual for the Prelude. I know that from last year we have the whole park that we can run around in. We can challenge people in the park. We can go to do trainings to help upgrade. Here they just have these basic generic screens, which I'm assuming is just to keep all that other stuff under wraps until the launch. Let's see what they have here for animation. These animations. Yeah, so a lot of this stuff remains the same. It's just basically all the different ways you can customize your player. So for start, uh, when you start basically customizing your player to play in the park against other people. You can go in, you can still create, or you can edit your player's appearance. But it's pretty bare bones. It's because it is the Prelude. It is just a preview, just so you can kind of get used to what it's going to look like as far as the story mode. And then once the game launches next week, you'll be able to play the entire thing. Yeah, I will agree with you on that, Dwayne Star. The menu definitely has changed in terms of being a lot more streamlined. Even the way the game starts to create your player, it's a lot right to the point. You're not having to go around through different menus and different pages. It's pretty straightforward. It makes it a lot easier for someone who's just jumping into the franchise for the first time to be able to just jump in and start playing. So that was the first game for the My Prelude. We're gonna stop it there for now because it's been about an hour gameplay. I don't like to make these gameplay videos more than about an hour because I know for a lot of people that's pretty much their limit in terms of watching one YouTube video. So thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna basically leave it at this for now. I'll be back later on today to play the second game because it says I have another game in this Prelude. It says help your team beat the Rams. You're starting, so prove yourself by scoring 20 points. So I believe I scored 11 points in the last game, so I don't think it'll be that much more difficult to score an additional 9 points now that I'm actually playing from the very start. But again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Dwayne Star, for the subscription. I'll subscribe to you once I get off the PlayStation and get back onto YouTube. And again, guys, enjoy. If you guys have any feedback or if you guys want to see anything in particular, let me know. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Take care. Thank you.